English Grammar, Lesson 13. We've already spent quite some time talking about how we report statements. It's time now to talk about reporting questions. I'd like to make this as clear as possible for you, so I'm going to break this talk into 3 parts. In this lesson, we're going to practice reporting yes-no questions. In the next lesson, we'll practice reporting WH questions. Finally, I'll make sure you're comfortable using infinitives to report questions. But first, let's turn our attention to yes-no questions. Let's begin by looking at an example of quoted speech. Henry asks, "Is it your birthday, Lucy?" She answers, "Yes, it is my birthday." I've highlighted the subject and verb in red so that you can easily see the difference in word order. In the question, what comes first? Is, the verb. In the answer, what comes first? It, the subject. So in our question, we have question word order, verb plus subject. In the answer, we have statement word order, subject plus verb. This is important to understand because in reported speech, we need statement word order. Henry asked me if it was my birthday. It was, subject plus verb. Don't forget the other changes we talked about in previous lessons. We had changes to reference words, and our verb tense shift back. It is, became, it was. To report yes-no questions, we need the help of if. We place it before the question we are reporting. Henry asked me if it was my birthday. We can also use whether or not, or simply whether. Henry asked me whether it was my birthday. Henry asked me whether or not it was my birthday. There is no difference in meaning between if and whether, but there is a difference in level of formality. Whether is considered more formal, so in everyday English, we use if most of the time. Let's talk for a moment about punctuation. Question marks are used only in real questions. Look at these examples. Is it your birthday? He asked me if it was my birthday. Did he really ask you if it was your birthday? In examples A and C, we use question marks to show that these are real questions. In example B, we're not asking a question, we're just reporting one, so our statement ends with a period. Correct punctuation, of course, is important in our writing, but even when we're speaking, we have to understand whether we're asking a real question or just reporting one. Examples A and C are real yes-no questions. Our voice goes up. There is rising intonation. Is it your birthday? Did he really ask you if it was your birthday? Example B is a reported question, a statement, so we have falling intonation, which means our voice goes down. He asked me if it was my birthday. Let's try an exercise. Exercise. Listen to each exchange. Report the question. Example. Listen to Jennifer ask Eric a question.
Do you like to celebrate your birthday?
Absolutely.
What did they say? Here are their words. Remember, to report the question, we'll need statement word order. We'll also need to make changes to reference words, and the verb tense will shift back. The reported statement here is not complete. We're reporting a yes-no question, so we'll mark it with if. Who's the subject? Eric. What's the verb? Like. We shift it back. Liked. Jennifer asked if Eric liked to celebrate his birthday. Eric said he did. Now you try number 1. Listen to Jennifer ask Grace a question.
Did you just celebrate your birthday?
Yes, I did. Several times. With friends.
What did they say? Here are their words. How will you report the question? Jennifer asked Grace if she had just celebrated her birthday. Grace said she had just celebrated her birthday several times with friends. Number 2. Listen to Jennifer ask Tim a question.
Do you think balloons and cake are just for kids?
No, you can use them when you're older too.
What did they say? Here are their words. How will you report the question? Jennifer asked Tim if he thought balloons and cake were just for kids. Tim said that you could use them when you were older, too. Number 3. Listen to Tim ask Jennifer a question.
Do you tell people your age?
No, I think once you're over 30, you don't tell your age.
What did they say? Here are their words. How will you report the question? Tim asked Jennifer if she told people her age. Jennifer said that she didn't because once you're over 30, you don't tell people your age. Note in Jennifer's answer, there wasn't a shift of verb tenses in the second half. Once you're over 30, you don't tell people your age. This is because it's viewed as a general truth, a general practice. So it's best expressed in the present tense. Additional practice is available at EnglishCafe.com. My username is JenniferESL. The follow-up exercise to this lesson is now available. The direct link to that exercise is listed in the video description here on YouTube. Yes, there's still more to come on reported speech. In following lessons, we'll look at how we report other questions, WH questions. We'll also talk about how we report commands and how we use other reporting verbs.
That's all for now. Thanks for watching and happy studies.